Hey guys, welcome back to The Genius Life. I'm Trudy, and today we are doing a life update. So I know it's been a minute, probably about 10 months to be exact, and we threw up a random video just a couple weeks ago, which I can explain, but I just want to let you guys know that you probably thought we forgot about you or, we moved on to other things, but that's quite the opposite. So today I'm going to be covering 5 specific things that kind of propelled the shift that happened in 2019, us being absent from YouTube, and where the channel is going. Is it, gonna end? New channel coming up? A bunch of different things I want to cover. All right, so number 1 is we took our business to different heights. 2 businesses to be exact. So in 2019, it was a pivotal year for us business-wise. If you don't know, if you're new to the Genius Life, by the way, leave a comment down below and say, what's up? Hey, welcome to the Genius family. But if you're new and you don't know that Jet and I are actually business owners, we're entrepreneurs, and we run a full-fledged production company in videography and photography. We also work with pretty big brands that you hear about all the time. We do some pretty good work for brands local as well as on a big scale. And it really required of us to step back and think about, how can we take this to the next level? Because 2018 was okay. We did grow between 2017 and 2018. But we were like, this can't be it. There's so much more to this, industry that we're not tapping into. So we fine-tuned some processes. I personally have a background in business and finance. I went to school for finance. Also worked with 2 pretty big corporations, one in business operations and one in credit. So that came in super handy when we decided to scale the business. And putting our minds together and really doing research. I'm talking about regular research, like on Google, on YouTube, nothing too fancy, just regular old research. We were able to take this to a pretty big level. And so that required a lot of focus and a lot of planning and strategizing. And when it actually started taking off, of course, it was like, what? Are you kidding me right now? But it was really cool to see. So on top of that business that, literally is our baby. On top of that, I started to manage another company. So now I've got 2 companies, small businesses, started working with this other small business and literally took that to new heights as well, in the matter of 10 months, literally the time that we were not on YouTube. Aside from, business and just growing financially, at least for me, YouTube became increasingly harder to really put out content that personally I felt good about and Jet would also be on board with. And I don't think it really had anything to do with content ideas per se. It was just us really aligning and being on the same page when it comes to putting out content. So on top of everything else in our lives going really well, there were pockets of time where we could have probably threw up a video, but mentally, we just weren't in the same space when it came to this channel. So by the way, if you are an entrepreneur, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you do. I want to know what you guys are up to, what you're into. If you sell products, whatever you do, let me know down below in the comments. And I'd be super happy to communicate with you guys and, figure out what it is that you guys do. All right, number 2, my hair. You guys know I used to do lockup dates all the time. So, all right, you guys know my 12th month lockup date never went up. Super mad about that. Long story short, technical issues on our parts. And my hair grew basically. At the end of the day, I don't think I need a whole video on it. If you guys do want to see a whole lockup date, as far as what's going on with my locks right now and what am I using in it and how things have changed from then to now, because it's been a whole nother year and almost a half since I've done a lock update. So let me know if you guys want to see that. But yeah, my hair super duper grew, as you can see, and it's really not as long as you see right now. Right now, it's not showing you the true length. When I do retwist, you'll see my hair literally go down past my shoulders. It's super long. So that's really cool and it's healthy. Another thing is I shaved the back of my head. I would show you, but I need another haircut. But I shaved the back of my head. And you guys know, if you had watched my lockup dates back in the day, that I always had issues with that back row and even like a little bit above that back row with it just locking really well and it just staying in good, healthy condition. And I think that that area just always been a weak spot for me. So anyways, if you want to get more details on that, I'll make a separate video, a lock update. And yeah, so let me know if you guys want to see that. Number 3, social media detox. So 2019, as I said in my first point, was a year of growth financially, business wise, and spiritually as well, which I didn't mention in number 1, but I'll get to that. And so it required us, or at least me specifically, because Jet's not here, I'll let him speak for himself when he decides to come on. It required me to really just take a step back and understand my relationship with social media, because I felt like not everything that I was putting out was 100% what I wanted to put out. I also felt like sometimes I felt forced to post just because of algorithms and the things that you have to do, or you quote unquote should do, best practices and all that stuff in order to keep growing and being a, consistent creator. And I started to just battle with like the idea of being this person that always had something to teach, always had something to educate about, like I'm human too. Like I don't always have something to share with you. Yeah, I just started to battle with that. And at one point I was like, I just need a break. I think it's to the point now where I'm tired of seeing everyone else's crap on here, what they're doing, what they're learning about, what they're educating. Not that I was hating, but it was just too much noise. Do you guys ever get to that point where like there's just too much going on social media? Like I had to mute so many people, not because I didn't like their content. Sometimes that was the case, but a lot of times not because I didn't like their content, but because social media just became super toxic to me. Not in terms of me competing with people, but I feel like it was stunting my creativity to come on here and consistently, or at least timely, give you guys real, honest, authentic content that wasn't filtered out by whatever else I was seeing online. So yeah, social media detox. If you guys have never done it, please take a step back. Even if it's just for a week or 2 weeks, completely. If you have to just delete the apps, do that. I didn't do that because one of my roles in our company is actually posting to one of our clients' social media accounts. So I could not physically delete the app, Instagram, but I did not go on the Genius Life for an extended period of time, which really helped. Because the Genius Life was a place, at least on Instagram, where I always was inundated with a lot of questions and people just wanting advice when it comes to their health and herbal remedies, which I absolutely love doing. That's going to be one of my points in the end. But it came to a point where I felt like people put me on a pedestal to the extreme where it wasn't healthy even for them. And I had a hard time really like communicating to say like, these are things that you should be able to figure out on your own. You know your body better than anybody else. Like I can give you, information that I've read out of a book, experience that I've had personally, but you know your body better than anybody else. And I just felt like at one point I was beginning to get questions that it made me realize that this social media thing, or at least the way maybe I was putting myself out there, was giving me questions and feedback that made me feel like I was going above, like I was above people. And I didn't like that feeling because I want to feel like you guys know me. I want to feel like you guys feel like, although maybe I have a little bit of information, you can talk to me like a regular person. You don't have to come to me like I'm some herbal goddess that knows all about everything and, I'm your doctor. I just feel like there was this separation. I couldn't talk to people the way I really wanted to. So stepping back helped me figure out how to come correct. The end of 2019 into 2020. Leave a comment down below. Have you ever done a social media detox? If you have, how did it go? What did you learn about yourself? And how long did you actually stay off? All right, number 4. I think it's number 4. Whatever number it is. I figured out what my true purpose in life is, you guys. Like, I thought I knew this already. And I kind of did. I had a really good idea. But during the time where I stepped back from a lot of my social responsibilities in terms of social media apps and just was doing my regular day-to-day business work, I had that time to really think about it and realize that not only am I a healer, That's why people come to me a lot. But I'm also very creative. I never thought of myself as a creative person. I never thought of myself as someone that, could be artistic in any way or fashion. Like my sister can attest to this. She is an artist. She is creative. When you guys look at her work, I'll link her stuff down below. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. She's a printmaker, sculptor, art teacher. She's done it all and she's really good at it. But I've never thought of myself as a creative, but I started to really see creation in a different light. If you're spiritual in any way or fashion, you'll start to understand that, like, understanding and knowing your dharma or your purpose. Dharma is the Ayurvedic or Sanskrit word for purpose. Knowing your dharma can literally mean being well or being depressed or anxious. Just as much as you need to go in the kitchen and cook yourself a good quality meal every single day, you need to understand what you're on this earth for. Like, it's that important. You can't have one and not have the other. Yeah, I'm so glad that I was able to learn that, that I'm a healer, that I'm here to help people. And that means when it comes to Ayurvedic herbs, homeopathy, just everyday tips on how to live better, not necessarily alkaline or even all the way Ayurvedic, but just balanced in a way that works just for you. Because I don't believe any specific thought process or lifestyle is key to everything. But I do believe that if we can understand ourselves more, then we can live more well. And so just understanding that has really helped me to realize that, this is what I'm here for. This is what I want to do. And that leads me to my last point, this channel. So what is going on with this channel? What are we going to be doing? We do have a new channel. So first of all, this channel is still going to be in motion. We're still going to be posting at least twice a month here, and it's going to have conscious lifestyle content. So that's what we did before, but in this case, it's going to be more specific to wellness. So no longer food. I'm not doing recipes on Genius Life. It's strictly just content specifically to help you become more well. So last year I did a video about my candida overgrowth, right? So that is something that a lot of people deal with. And I actually didn't realize how overwhelming of a topic it was. If you guys go back and look at that video, I'll link it down below as well. There are people on there literally begging for some type of help for me to explain my experience a little bit more in detail. And I realized this is something that, although I was super afraid to come out and talk about, it's really important for us to talk about these things because we can help each other grow and help each other heal. I want to talk more about things like that, like digestive health, herbal remedies for just overall wellness, day-to-day balanced living. So that means waking up and having a dinacharya, which is a daily routine. And so such a simple practice that, comes from Ayurveda, I find is super, super effective. Products. So I use a lot of things, whether I make them at home or I purchase them from some other retailer. I use a lot of wellness products, and I want to share with you guys a little bit more, from the stuff I use on my laundry to what I use on my hair, what I use on my skin, how I cleared my skin up. Although I got a couple breakouts recently, but in general, my skin is doing a lot better. Last but not least, our new channel. So the Genius Life has birthed a brand new baby. And it's called Genius Recipes. So if you guys have watched our recipe videos in the past, they were cool, they were nice, but this is like times 10. We're taking it up 10 notches. So the Genius Recipe YouTube channel is now live. It's actually open. So I'll link it up in the eye as well as down in the description box. And this is our recipe only YouTube channel. It's gonna have everything plant-based, Ayurvedic. Also, I'm throwing in some Caribbean, some Jamaican in there. So if you are Caribbean, definitely wanna check it out because I actually have a lot of recipe ideas for my Jamaicans and my Caribbeans out there looking for more plant-based inspiration. So this YouTube channel was started out of just a need to structure. 2019 showed me how much structure is absolutely essential. And so just another level to structuring ourselves is just organizing. This channel has always been about wellness, food, education, herbs, but now it's time to take things to another level and really niche into specific categories. So eventually this channel may just become a vlog channel. And then maybe I'll have a channel just for Ayurveda and a channel just for my skincare products or whatever it is that I'm interested in at the moment. But I really want to focus in on this recipe channel. And that means I'm going to be posting every week either an Ayurvedic recipe, a Caribbean recipe, or just a whole food plant-based recipe. I think I pretty much covered everything I wanted to in this video. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments. If you guys are coming back from 2018, 2019 Genius Fam, what's up? Thank you guys for still rocking with us and supporting us. We really appreciate you. Definitely give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed and if you're excited for what's coming to this channel. And don't forget to subscribe if you're new. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.